Tell me more about the arena.
It's all friendly. Just a few bruises and broken limbs. It isn't to the death. It's where we train and test ourselves. Well, if you fancy a fight, just challenge one of our fighters. If he accepts, he'll go into the arena with you. The fight starts when both willing volunteers are in the arena with their weapons drawn. The first fighter to go down loses.
That's clear enough. Which of the fighters here are the best?
Based on recent form, Ricardo's a loser. Lorenzo isn't too sharp either. Used to be alright. Faded a bit these days. I'd say Domingo is probably the best in camp.
Have you come across a piece of a sword blade?
The one Oscar's trying to piece together. He wants to make a sword for the Don, I believe.
And?
And I might have a piece of it. Oscar tried to buy it from me, in fact. But he wasn't offering enough, so I thought I'd hang on to it.
Will you sell me your piece of the sword?
It'd have to be for, no less than 100 gold.
I'll give it some thought.
That's the deal.
I've decided to fight in the arena.
That's what I wanted to hear. Well done. Do yourself proud. Remember, once either man hits the ground, the fight's over. Carrying on when your opponent's on the dirt, well, that's not fair play, is it? You'll pay dearly if you break that rule.
Right. You'd be a good opponent. Why don't you fight me in the arena?
I should have seen that coming. Think about it. This is my domain. I even bet on myself. Well, you got spirit, but try someone easier.
I want to make a bet.
Fabulous. What do you want to gamble on?
I'll fight Ricardo and win.
Well, that's not too hard a prospect. Lousy odds, so your winnings won't be great.
I want to make a bet. I'll fight Lorenzo in the arena.
That'll be worth watching.
Job done. You needn't worry about those things in the excavation site anymore.
You killed them? Right. 30 gold coins, wasn't it? Worth every one.
Thanks. Pleasure talking to you.
Right.
I'll look forward to our next conversation. I challenge you to a fight in the arena.
All right then, you bastard.
Gotcha, bitch!
I'm sticking to guard duty from now on.
That makes me feel safe.
Bastard.
I was sleeping.
Enrico is back working at the excavation site.
How did you manage that?
Let's say he took some persuading, but saw sense.
Well, I suppose you need to have some gold for that.
Wakey, wakey!
Ricardo's made of rice paper and spit. You'll find tougher. Here, your winnings.
Does Brogar ever fight in the arena?
You looking to lose bits of yourself? Just asking would be risking your skin. Forget it. That's my advice.
Why?
He's not one to mess with. Arena fighting's a game. Brogar doesn't play games.
Neither do I. I want to improve my fighting skills. Teach me sword fighting.
Right. I'm gonna tell you how to counter parry. If you're taking flurries of blows, you need to knock your opponent's weapon aside. Do this. He's unprotected, so you must attack. It's not easy to do. You need a feel for the right moment to parry and attack. Practice it and it will help you. But remember, it only works if you're being attacked. And if your opponent tries to parry, you won't get a chance to do it.
What's the Don going to do with the gold? Invest in swampland?
We might be stuck here now, but we're not going to be here forever. Once those religious nutcases are gone, Harbour Town will be ours. Then you'll see.
What are the Inquisition doing in the town?
Pretty face. Shame you're thick as pig shit with it. They only need the town to give them a supply route. The real work happens in the monastery. Fuck knows what they do up there.
And you don't think it would be a good idea to find out?
You're the nosy fucker. Why don't you knock on the door and ask them? Let's see how many questions you've got after they work you to death in the temple ruins.
Live here, die there. You know, there's an ocean full of beautiful desert islands. How about we sort out our differences in the arena?
A show fight? Why not? It'll get me out of this place for a while. Time to fight!
What the hell am I doing?
Time to fight!
You beat him fair enough. And to the victor the spoils. Your winnings.
I want to make a bet. I want to fight you. Right now.
Well, that sounds serious. Meet me in the arena. The arena is the only place we'll fight. Got that? And if you leave the arena during the fight, you lose. May the worthiest fighter win.
You think it'll be one-sided? Let's find out.
You bastard. That gear is mine. I'll consider that your winnings, you bastard.
You look tired.
And you look ugly. Piss off.
Shouldn't you be standing guard by the swamp farm?
Piss off.
I don't care what you think of Brogar, but you see, Now I am telling you to get out on guard duty.
You are?
That's right.
There's a reason Brogard didn't come himself. Now I'll show you.
All right then, you bastard.
Yeah!
Are you gonna stand guard now? Or are we gonna fall out?
I'm going.
All right. Let's get the gold from the temple ruin.
Ah, so you are interested in the gold. Let's go. Follow me. Now, no one can see us here, so let's have ourselves a little chat.
What about?
I've met people like you, troublemakers.
Let's get this over. Draw your weapon.
See? I knew you were trouble. Time to fight! So, you're still here.
You made me feel so welcome.
You want to stay in this shithole? You're welcome to it.
I'm with you. You picked the wrong fight.
What are you doing here?
I'm admiring the view. Great view. That's why we get all these tourists.
Ha! That and the friendly locals. It's that easy to tell.
Ah. Don's boys already got on your nerves, eh? They're just bored. No imagination, you see.
What do you do here?
I tend the Brugelweed here on Robar's farm. It's not the most noble of plants, but it's versatile. You can brew beer with it. You can, should you be of a mind, smoke it as well. The smoke has special properties,
Smoke weed every day.
if you know what I mean.
Who is Robar?
He's a salt-of-the-earth fellow. He farms this swamp. Well, this field.
Can you sell me some weed or beer?
Surely can. And I have more to sell as well, if you're interested.
What do you know about the Don?
I know enough not to mess with him. We used to be out here all alone, until they swept in and took the place over. But stick to his rules and he's a good man, if a hard taskmaster. Working in the fields isn't easy, but it gets you away from people. Space to think.
Huh? That look. You've come for protection money.
Protection money?
Maybe you just have that look. What brings you here?
Is this your land?
It's me that farms it. Then I use the Bruegel weed that grows here to make beer.
What can you tell me about the area around here?
You haven't been here long, have you? Let's see. Well, the boys in the camp all work for Don Esteban. They're collecting everything they can find made of gold. The Don must have a fortune in that temple by now.
Do you work for the Don?
Me? I've been on this farm all my life. One day, these ruins rise up out of the ground, all over the place. Then Don Esteban comes here. At least he keeps these creatures from the temple away.
Where did the gold the Don's collecting come from?
From those temple ruins, the ones that rose from the ground. They say there are treasures there, and creatures.
Could you teach me to make beer?
I suppose, if you have a basic knowledge of alchemy, but it would take you years to learn properly.
What's Bruegel weed?
They call it a weed, but it's not. Mostly grows in the swamp or along rivers. But you can find it most anywhere. Looks useless, but you can't get hops out here. Well, not cheap you can't. And this stuff will do the trick.
Is your beer any good?
There were those on the mainland who thought so. Barleyman's export, they called it, till the island was cut off. Every time you think you're getting ahead, life just drags you down. Which reminds me, the camp is waiting for a delivery. I don't suppose you'd be interested in dropping some bottles off for me?
Why does everyone here see a new face and just assume I'll do jobs for them?
'Cause you need people that will owe you favors.
Favors?
You never know when you'll need them. Take these 10 bottles to Rachel, the camp cook. I need 50 gold coins for them, so I can pay my damn protection money.
All right, but one day I'll want to collect that favor.
Course. Here's the beer. And don't forget, 50 gold pieces.
50. Yeah, I'll remember that. Does the Don ask you to pay for protection?
No. It's his commander-in-chief. The one that trains his fighters, Brogar. He demands 30 gold coins a month, or he'll take away the guards that look after my farm.
So someone's found a way to earn money from this swamp. Maybe I could help you gather some Bruegel weed.
Well, it would save me some time. All right. But I need deliveries of 10 plants. I'll give you 70 gold coins for every 10 you bring. That wasn't necessary. Stop him. Yeah! Stop him.
I believe I can fly.
No, God! No, God, please, no!
if they have room.
I have some Brugelweed for you.
Good job. Here's your gold. I can always use more plants. There are plenty of people who like beer. If you find more, you know the price.
Clay is taking over your post.
About time. Thanks. Here's something for you. Always pay your debts. Now, I need a rest.
Are you one of the fighters here?
I am out here. But when we were in the town, well, sleight of hand's more my thing. Combat's for boneheads. I have a few real skills. Sneaking, opening locks, picking pockets. Proper, honest skills. No violence needed.
Sounds good. I want to be a better thief.
Can you teach me how to open locks?
Course. Many locks have a bolt that you have to push down in order to be able to open the lock. Then you can poke in all directions with your lockpick until the lock is open. But be careful. If you push in the wrong direction, the lockpick may break.
Craig has a piece of the sword blade the Don wants.
So he says. But that bastard won't part with it cheap if he has got it.
You knew he had a piece of the blade.
Nothing happens in this camp without someone mouthing about it. You didn't pay him, did you?
Does that matter?
Well, they say a fuckwit and his money are soonest parted.
The swamp farmer sent me with 10 bottles of beer.
Ah, I wondered when that was going to arrive. Thank you. That saved me a walk.
Robar wants 50 gold coins for the beer.
That's pricey. Guess even Robar can't afford to be giving away things free at the moment. Here you go. Thanks for doing the legwork.
By the way, Brogar is collecting protection money from the people here in the camp.
What? Are you sure? I'd be surprised if he were being that brazen about it on his own doorstep. Do you have proof? Solid proof? If you could get me something concrete, that would help things here a lot.
I'm working on it. Craig is running a betting ring.
He knows Esteban doesn't like that kind of thing. It just ends up with the men arguing. This could be the spark that sets everything off. Go and tell Craig I said to stop it if he knows what's good for him.
The fighters are holding show fights in the arena.
Well, they need something to work out their aggression. Leave them to knock each other's brains out. It stops them bothering us.
Here, 10 haunches of meat, as requested.
Thanks. These are pretty good cuts. Looks like you've got a skill for hunting. Here's your gold.
Hunting doesn't pay that well, then.
Take it or leave it. That's what you're getting, and it's enough to fill your stomach or get you drunk. Your choice.
I want to improve my fighting skills. I want to make a bet. Thought you might like to know Dwight's gone back to work.
He has? That's almost a miracle. But well done. Here, take these coins.
Your gratitude is boundless. You alone out here?
What?
Are you alone out here?
Yeah, don't yell, I'm deaf. You seen my full of beer glass thing goes smash if you drop it.
You mean a beer bottle?
That's why I said. You got bad hearing, you know that. The bottle was right. It was here. No, here somewhere.
You're drunk.
So, I'd rather be dead drunk than dead, and we're all gonna die soon anyway. You wait. When the White Robe shows up, we'll all be as dead men.
White Robes?
Yeah! The White Robes. White! From the
Inquisition?
Yeah! What do white robes want in a swamp? Huh? They'll end up brown robes. Ha! Stinking swamp.
Yeah. And what can you tell me about the white robes?
They're everywhere. Came from the sea, from the mainland, and now they're sweeping across the island, wrecking everything.
Have you ever met a white robe?
Are you insane? Huh? I'd run like a stabbed rat if I ever saw one.
I can believe it.
Where's that damn bottle? It's my bottle. Give it back, you stinking swamp.
Don't you think you've had enough?
Enough? Enough? Oh, I can't drink enough. Have you been to the Don's camp? I can tell you once you've spent a couple of days there. You'll start on the sauce too, believe me. If you'd been there, you'd be me.
Why? What's wrong with the camp?
Bunch of total arsehole bastards. Always screwing each other over. I don't trust a single one of them. The worst bastard is Brogar. A nasty piece of work. He's a bastard's bastard.
Tell me more about this Brogar.
The whole damn place is under his thumb. Officially.
Officially?
Officially, yeah. Officially, he's just the boss of the fighters. The Don's lieutenant. But he's more than that. Every man there's terrified of him. Even his shadow's scared of him. Because that Brogar, he wants to replace the Don, doesn't he? Yeah, he does.
Right. You seem to know a lot about Brogar.
More than you think, and not just about Brogar. You get me more beer, and then I'll really tell you something.
I get you more beer and I'll be lucky to understand you. I'll see what I can do. You could just tell me the information as a friend.
The only friend you've got in this swamp are the mosquitoes. Yeah, and they suck your blood.